The chickens were all upset yesterday morning when I went to go feed them and collect their eggs. Usually that means a fox got in the coop or some fey spirit pulled a prank on them by tying their legs together, or some other bit of mischief. But I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary when I scrambled over. Nevertheless, they remained upset, clucking away like a group of hens. I realized what was wrong, though, when I checked on their nesting crates. I heard one of the most ominous, bone-chilling sounds you can hear from a chicken coop. A toad's croak. A low, rumbling croak that put a shiver down my spine. For those unaware, toads and chickens aren't supposed to mix, because when they do, terrible things happen. Namely, basilisks. Terrible, awful creatures. Snakes that grow to monstrous sizes. They're incredibly venomous and every other nasty thing you can think of. However, they can only be hatched from chicken eggs underneath a toad. Usually chickens are quite aggressive towards toads. Maybe it's something evolutionarily ingrained in them, or maybe toads just taste good to chickens. But either way, this isn't something I ever have to deal with. I need to think and act quickly. Hopefully the egg hasn't hatched yet, as I have no idea what a basilisk incubation period is. I figure I need a box to move the snake if it's hatched already. Maybe some gloves for protection. I've got a pair of troll hide gloves I never use that might be handy in the shed, and an axe should do the trick. Hopefully it's just an egg that needs to be smashed, but I can't be sure and I can't risk it until I'm properly prepared. So I scramble to my shed, grab what I need, turn back, and who do I see walking down the road? But Evelyn the witch. That's when I know even more trouble's afoot. She never comes by unless she's up to something, and witches are always up to something. So I take a pause in my hurry and wait for her to enter my gate. Still holding a flowery teacup from breakfast and a woven picnic basket hanging in the crook of her arm, she giggles, smiles, and waves at me. Asks how my morning is going. I tell her that I have a funny feeling she knows exactly how my morning is going. And I was right. The witch is behind the toad reaching my eggs. Turns out she wants to study basilisks. Maybe its poison will be good for potions or anecdotes, she claims. I tell her it's not worth it and too dangerous, and she was wrong to involve me and my farm in this. She waves her hands dismissively, claiming she knows what she's doing, and she'll just pick up the serpent and be on her way. As if this is a simple everyday occurrence for her, like reading tea leaves or something. I open my mouth in protest as we approach the coop, but she just slips a pie, I'm assuming pumpkin, from out of her basket, puts it in my hands, then in the same motion, plucks a tiny gray snake from the nesting crate, puts it in the now empty basket, and heads on her way. So now I've got a basilisk growing down the way, but at least I've got a pie. Like, comment, and follow for more tales from the Fantasy Farm.